Chizuk from the Parsha, Erev Shabbos Chodesh Parshas Baha'alotcha. Every few months, I'm trying to make a Shabbos movement that everybody should talk about Shidduchim. In this week's Parsha, we see something fascinating. Miryam Hanviah was saying something about Moshe Rabbeinu, and she got tzaraas and plague, and she was isolated. Chutz lamachna. In the entire Klal Yisroel, everyone is waiting for her until she gets cured, until she gets okay, healed. And Chazal tell us, why was she zoiche? The entire Klal Yisroel, millions of people sitting and waiting. Nobody's moving. Everybody's waiting. Well, I have to wait for Miryam. It's my fault. She's perfect. Yes, everybody's waiting for her. Why? Because many years ago, about 80 years ago, she was standing by the river and watching over this little casket where Moshe Rabbeinu's little brother was hidden, and she watched over him. Why was Miryam so involved? A 6-year-old girl. She was little. She was 6 years old. Why was she much involved in Moshe Rabbeinu? Because Miryam Hanviah's father, Amram, was the man gadol. After Paro gave her the gzeira of throwing him to the river, all the Yiddish kinder, the boys, Amram went and he divorced his wife. He said, what do I gain from living with a wife? Having kids? I'm going to throw away the boys anyways. Till this little girl, she was only 5 and a couple of months, 5 years old. Even she understood. Tati, what are you doing? Everybody in Klal Yisroel is divorcing their wives. Because of you. Your gzeira is much worse than Paro. Paro made a gzeira only for the boys. You make a gzeira for the boys and for the girls. Everybody's going to get wiped out. And he said, you know something, you're right. And he remarried his wife. In the entire Klal Yisroel, everybody remarried their wives. That's what Klal Yisroel is about. From this little girl, from this 5-year-old girl, that she understood. Living without a wife is gzeiras chukushim mishal Paro. It's even worse than Paro. Last night I attended a wedding. Someone that I know very well. He married already off a few kids. He's younger than me. He's about 50. He has a brother, 55. I was sitting and talking to him. 55-year-old brother that never married. And he told me, what should I do? My father never let me get married. Even my brother who is marrying off didn't have a choice. All my sisters, everyone, went themselves. Came to a point they couldn't wait anymore. 26, 27, 28. I know them all. They all married themselves. They all have daughters. I was the only one who was screaming, kibbedav, kibbedav, kibbedav. Although there's a beferish aluch and shechanurich, loud and clear aluch. When it comes to a zivik, if you want to marry someone, which is a shomer Torah mitzvahs, no one has the right to keep you back. Clear aluch. So, unfortunately, I'm involved in the Shidduchim crisis. And I'm telling you, everyone knows, I keep on talking about it. The biggest percentage from the Shidduchim crisis is parents that are just holding on to the kids. They just can't let go. Either they're extremely picky, they're looking for something that it just doesn't exist, or unfortunately, they just can't let go of the children. I know families, many, everyday new families, with 5, 6, 7. I'm involved in a case now with 9 kids, all over 24, all of them, all 9. No one's married. I know a Yid, I lived in my Shurim in Eretz Yisrael. There was a Yid named Reb Mendel Geffen, Zecher Tzadik Levrucha. He passed away, he was a very old man. When he passed away, I remember all the papers in Israel wrote about him. And he left over 2,000, yes, you hear right, over 2,000 between children, great-grandchildren, great-great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. 5 generations. Over 2,000 from one man. Remember, those who don't let their kids go, it's worse than Paro. What can you do? It's not so simple. But please, if you know such parents, make them feel uncomfortable. Yes. Of course, not embarrass them, but go over and talk to them. You know, everybody talks about you. Everybody talks about that you don't let your kids go. Wake up. Tell them nice in private. Speak to them. And believe me, it works. I know what I accomplished Baruch Hashem in the last few years. It's unbelievable how many parents woke up, how many children woke up. Do it. Help Klal Yisroel. Beschizdet, we should bezoichen, by Loischus and Nairos, and Milpenai and Nairo Yerushiva and Nairos, Hakit and Shabbos.